and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. Thanks for clicking on this video. I just want to start off this video by saying that I am in no way trying to offend anybody or be rude or kind of like talk down to anybody or make fun of anybody. These are just some things that I have come across in the like 7.5 years that I've been doing hair. This is probably one of the most annoying things. Mostly because all of the people who want to achieve this ash blonde, silver, gray, white hair are usually people who have very dark natural hair, or people who have been coloring their hair for a long time, whether it's black, brown, red. Really the only people who can easily achieve kind of a silver or a white or a gray or a very ashy blonde are people who are blonde naturally. People don't always understand that going from any color other than a natural medium blonde to like silver or ash or gray is not very easy, and it's going to take multiple sessions with minimum of a month in between. Your hair can only handle so much at a time. It can only handle so much several times, and I mean, the hard thing is also sometimes that these colors are not even achievable for everybody. You might like lighten your hair 6 or 7 times and you can still only get it to like a yellow orange. Silver is very hard. It's basically the absence of any color. It has to be the palest yellow possible. You have to basically neutralize it to a white blonde and then you color it down to make it a silver. And the thing about silver colors is they last like, you know, 2-3 weeks depending on how many times you wash your hair in a week, and then you're just basically left with blonde. So my advice to people that love to bring in pictures off of Pinterest and Google, please understand that those photos are retouched, edited, color corrected. I don't know what they use. I don't know what that person's hair started off with. Please understand that it's not going to happen in one time. Your hair can only handle so much before your hair is just going to be damaged. This can take months and months of work. Also understand that at some point during this silver hair process, you're probably going to need to cut your hair. I hope you understand all of those things when it comes to
silver, gray, ash, blonde hair.
Please be patient and please listen to us. I'm gonna get real close here for a second. Let me tell you that head lice in a hair salon is not a joke. If you come in and get your child's haircut and they have head lice, this is also my message to hairstylists. Please check every child's hair, check every adult's hair. It's not just children that carry head lice, it's adults too. It can be a parent of a child who had it. You need to check, because if you get all the way through, then it's like 10 times as worse, because now all of your stuff is contaminated. You need to bleach the entire salon. As I was saying to the parents, a hair salon is the last place that we can have a contamination of head lice, because we serve clients all day, every day. And let's say your child passed head lice on to me, then I'm going to pass it on to a client. And then it's just going to get passed down the line until like 5 people potentially have head lice. It is completely irresponsible for you not to disclose that fact before. And if you do, I have to politely say, I'm sorry, I cannot help you. You need to leave and you need to go to the drugstore, to the pharmacy, and you need to get a head lice shampoo. I know you think by me cutting your child's hair that has head lice, it will make it easier to care for, to remove the lice, but now you've put me in a position where I could potentially get head lice. Then I have the potential to miss work because of this. I can't work if I have head lice. I can't be around clients. All of my stuff needs to be washed at work. All of my stuff needs to be washed at my house. Please do not bring your child into a salon if they have head lice. You need to treat it first, and then I will cut their hair. I had head lice probably 4 or 5 times as a child. I had long, very thick hair. It was probably a pain in my mom's butt to use that tiny comb. It was also not very comfortable for me to comb through all of my hair to get the head lice out. But you know what? You have to do that. Trust me, it's possible. Ask my mom. I'm going to make this one simple. If you book the appointment and something comes up, I know that there's reasons why you could potentially not call or just let anybody know that you're not going to be there, whether you made that appointment 6 days ago or literally that morning. Please just call, because a lot of the time stylists are very busy, and you know that possible 2-hour block could have fit somebody else in, or it could have given me a little bit more time to plan the rest of my day. I personally work at a full service salon. Some people do almost kind of like a la carte type of services where you pay for a wash separately, you pay for products separately, you pay for a style separately, or you can just get a haircut. So when people ask, like, if you don't get it washed, is it cheaper? And then, you know, we say, no, that's not really what you're paying for. I know you can wash your hair yourself, but I know you can't cut your hair yourself. Now, especially in terms of like a color correction or even just a normal color, it is very hard and almost impossible sometimes to give a price quote over the phone. I don't know how long your hair is. I don't know how thick your hair is. I don't know what color you have on your hair. I can't sit down with you and look at you, talk to you, feel your hair, see your hair. Somebody who they tell me on the phone they have colored medium blonde hair and they want to be like platinum blonde. In your mind you think, hey, that's probably pretty achievable. But then you get them in your chair and you realize that their hair is extremely damaged. Maybe they were coming from like black hair and they got their hair to like orange, and now they still want to be platinum blonde. Until you can see like the porosity and the integrity of somebody's hair, you don't know if these things are possible. So what I always say over the phone is I always say, I can give you an absolutely rough pricing, but more often than not, it's always just recommended that you come in for a consultation. Consultations are free. Now, another thing to go along with that is just in terms of color corrections and stuff like that, people also don't understand that these services take, you know, they can take between 3 and 7 hours. You never know how long they're going to take, honestly, just depending on what you want to do, what you're up against. Obviously, in the beginning of a consultation, you will be told, hey, this is probably not achievable, but what we can do is we can work towards this. Whether they're just booked in for a consultation or whether they're actually booked in for the service, we will give them pricing prior to starting any of the service, just so that, you know, we don't do the service and they have no idea how much it's going to cost, and they're thinking in their mind, oh, maybe it's going to be like $150, and it's like $300 plus tax, and they're just not expecting that. So then people have the ability to say like, oh sure, like that's fine. And then I also do let them know, like, do you have the time for this? Like, this is gonna probably take 4 to 5 hours. Or they say like, oh, like that's a little bit pricey for me. Let me kind of go around and see what other prices I can find. Maybe I'll take your card, maybe save up for a little bit, book the appointment in like a month or something like that.